All right, it is that time. It's about 1 o'clock, and I told you I'd answer the question, should you stage a house before selling it, or should you leave it empty? Now, before I get into the answer, let me preface my answer by saying agents literally everywhere are going to have differing opinions about this. I'm going to have some people who say, I agree with you, and you're going to have other agents who say, you're out of your mind. So if you're thinking of listing your house and you have an agent, number one, it should have been me. Number two, talk to them, get their opinion, and then work together and figure out what works best for your house. All right, so let's get into it. What I recommend to clients, if they're listing a house for over $1 million, definitely staging is a great idea. Under $1 million, I typically tell them leave it open. Now here's why. At over $1 million, luxury buyers are looking for an experience. Okay, they want excitement. They want to walk in and see the potential of what a space could be. And the right staging can really set that platform nicely for them to where they walk in and say, this is exactly what I was looking for. I love it. Now, the caveat to that is the staging has to be perfect. It needs to flow with the motif of the house, number one. Number two, if you are going to stage, it is vital that the staging you choose is nice enough to capture their eye, but not so nice that they think about it when they leave. You want them thinking about the house and not the staging inside it. Now, less than $1 million, we're talking about buyers that are looking at possibilities for themselves. Where can their furniture go? Where can they set up their Christmas tree, for example? Where will the couch fit? Where will the TV go in that particular room? Will the beds fit into the bedrooms? And so it's really important that you have an open space. Here's why. Subconsciously, when we look at a space, when we look in a room, every time your eye stops on a piece of furniture or on an object, mentally, you're telling yourself the room is getting smaller. There's less room in here. There's less space available. So the more furniture that may be left over in a room, the less space you're going to think there is in that room, even if the room is actually very, very big. And we've all been in those houses where we've walked into a room and thought, man, this feels a lot tighter than it should, but the numbers say that it's, huge. So when we're looking at less than $1 million, and really even more so at less than 500,000, by the way, you really want to have an open floor. Let people decide where they're going to put their things. Let people walk it off themselves. And that way they get married to the idea of the house. They're getting more involved in the house. You want your buyer to fall in love with the house, not with the potential of the staging that is inside of the house. So over $1 million, great idea to stage. Make sure your staging is on point with the style of the house. Under $1 million, leave it open. Let the buyers decide what they're going to do with it. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. As always, more cool content coming to you next week. See you.